what do you think about Sabbath? I grew up in a wonderful church, but there's some rigidity to the church I grew up in, and my mother loves Jesus, but the way my mother was taught, Sabbath is Sunday. You go to church for hours and hours. I grew up in Central Florida. At the time, there's no air conditioning in parts of the church, and I had to wear white tights. We were poor, so my shoes were shiny shoes, but patent leather, but too small. We couldn't talk. We had wooden benches. It was a long time for a kid. And then when we got home from church, I wasn't allowed to play in the front yard because the neighbors would see me playing. And so I thought Sabbath was like God is this supreme killjoy. And Dr. Howard said, remember the context, Lisa. They've just come out of Egypt where they've been slaves, where they've been forced to 365 days a year.
You're beat
they're
every day.
toiling. Yeah. All they knew was slavery. And one of the very first things God says to them is, I don't love you because of your productivity. You're not slaves, you're children. So actually one day a week, you're not going to understand it right now, but one day a week, I just want you to be together. Gather around the table, eat good food, laugh, tell stories, be in my presence, because your worth and your work are not what you think they are. You are not slaves anymore. You're children. He said, you get Sabbath in the context of a dad who loves his children, and all of a sudden it's not punitive, it's promissory.